And welcome back to our From the Helm series here live at the Resources Rising Stars Conference on the Gold Coast. I'm very excited with our next guest to hear from Nordic Nickel Managing Director Todd Ross. Todd, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Grady. Good to be here.
It is very exciting. It's a 20th anniversary here, so what better day and way to celebrate than to have interviews with all of our managing directors. Now, nickel copper exploration assets in Finland. Why Finland?
Well, Finland's a really exciting place to be. There's a long mining history in Finland, but it's also had a lot of nickel discoveries, and it's also the same geological setting as where a lot of the world's nickel already comes from in Russia. So it's the same geological sequence that runs through into the Pechanga province in northern Russia, and we're there to try and take advantage of that opportunity and explore around the Central Lapland Greenstone Belt.
Absolutely. Now, BHP, a big name in the mining industry, they have an inaugural Explore program, and Nordic Nickel has been selected as one of the participants. Talk to me about this.
That's right. Yeah. So look, there were 250 odd companies that applied for this program. 7 were selected, and only 3 of those companies are listed companies, and we're obviously one of those companies. Wow. It's a fantastic program. The idea behind it all is really to be able to give junior companies like us an accelerated push to get things moving in terms of our exploration program. So the idea is over 6 months, all of the companies are given some initial funding just through a grant, non-equity, non-dilutive, and then given a lot of coaching and support by BHP, with the idea at the end of 6 months, we get the chance to pitch back to them to work out what sort of deal we might want going forward and what sort of partnership we would be looking for.
Incredible. And so the end use of the nickel copper you're looking for, what would that look like in the years to come once production is online?
Look, our big strategy is about becoming a major nickel sulfide producer in Europe. We want to be able to supply sustainably sourced, traceable nickel sulfides that would be sold into the EV space. So there's a lot of gigafactories being built throughout Europe. Around 20% of those are in the Nordic region. And what a lot of people don't realise that all of the nickel smelting and refining capacity that exists in Europe is either in Finland or Norway. So the value chain already exists there. So our idea is to be able to tap into that value chain. Once we've discovered the project and we think we've got a district scale project, we could then sell into that market and then deliver into the EV space.
You're bringing the Northern Lights down to Australia.
Absolutely, yeah.
Talk to me about the next 12 months. What's the outlook for the next 12 months?
Well, look, we've got a really exciting 12 months ahead. So Nordic Nickel was only a year old. So literally this time last year when I was presenting, we're about 5 days old.
Wow.
So we've come away, and I think there's been a lot of good work done between then and now, but now the next 12 months is really about executing our exploration plan. We kicked off our drilling in January. We've drilled 10,000 metres or so of our 22,000 metre drill campaign. The assays are starting to come through now, so investors can look forward to seeing assay results coming out continuously for the next 12 months as we continue to build on our mineral resource estimates. We put out a maiden resource estimate within 6 weeks of listing. We're also working now on all the met test work as well, and all those studies. So there's a lot of new information coming out, a lot of good news flow coming forward.
And that's exactly what investors want to hear out of a company like yourself. So on the investor note, what is your pitch to investors? Why should they consider Nordic Nickel as their next investment decision?
Well, look, I think it's a good time to get involved in a company early stage. We've seen some of these other nickel stories in the market where they've just gone absolutely ballistic. We are on a district scale project. We're drilling now, we've got news flow coming. We know we're going to get lots more information. So it's an opportunity for investors to get set now and get ready to ride the wave.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Todd, and exciting times for Nordic Nickel. This is From the Helm, and we can't wait to see you at the next episode.